Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Netherlands. As you can see, it's very, very flat and everybody rides bikes here. This video is all about why I've always loved riding my bike in the Netherlands. I have a victim with me today as well, my father-in-law. One thing you can guarantee in the Netherlands is it's windy. We've chosen a sheltered route today and it's still properly windy, as you can probably hear over the top of the video. Good things and bad things about the wind. Crosswinds, quite enjoy them, they're quite exciting. Tailwinds, for obvious reasons, they're amazing. But if you live in a country like this and it's incredibly flat, headwinds, they simulate climbs. The constant power on your pedals is going to be fairly similar to riding up a long gradient. And for that reason, it's good for training. You always get strong by riding in the wind, right? It's good for your technique as well. It'll teach you to pedal very, very efficiently. And what I mean by pedaling efficiently is there's no good lugging big gears around on the flat. It's just not going to work. It's going to make you fatigue very quickly. It's going to be very uncomfortable. So twiddling and twizzling the pedals. Cadence of 85, 95, somewhere in that region is going to be the most effective when riding on the flat. Believe it or not, the Netherlands is actually absolutely beautiful. I know they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everyone appreciates mountains and seaside, but flat countryside, the polders, the dikes, the wildlife, the houses, the architecture, the town centres, it really is beautiful. I think you really have to come here to genuinely appreciate just how picturesque the Netherlands can be. Even on a mega windy day like today, it doesn't detract from the beauty of it. Every town is slightly different. Yeah, they all have a similar theme. Stone roads, brick houses, thatched farmhouses, huge great farmhouses. Look at the size of that. They really are absolutely beautiful. And it's a really nice place to come and ride. And the nice thing is, you're never really that far away from a town. So you ride from town to town. If you like your cafe stops, it's absolutely perfect for that. If you like your quiet countryside, it's even better for that. You can plan the routes really nicely to never, ever go into a big city. You can get around everywhere. It's so well signposted. It's perfect for that sort of thing. We've been enduring a northwesterly wind and we're about to pick up the most unbelievable tailwind home. Quite excited about that. The Netherlands is just made for riding bikes. Logistically, it could not be easier to jump on your bike, follow the signposts, use the bike paths, the roundabouts. You nearly always have the right of way. It is literally made for transport by bikes, which makes it almost impossible not to use your bike for short journeys, especially with the dawn of e-bikes. And on top of that, everyone understands what it's like to ride a bike, which makes it even easier. Every driver, every pedestrian, everyone you meet on a bike, they know exactly what it's like to be on a bike, which makes it so much easier when you have that level of understanding out in the real world. Just got to navigate this. We've come through a closed bridge. Are we going to visit the market?
Ja.
Ja, voor mij is het probleem hoor.
Oh, storing met de brug.
Weet je hoe het is?
Nee.
Mensen doen dat zelf, dan staan ze die paal tegen te houden.
Oh.
En dan gaat hij in storing en dan vinden ze het gek ook.
Nope. Straight to the market, but I've forgotten my basket, so we're not buying anything. As if this video couldn't be more stereotypically Dutch, we're about to ride past a windmill. Not just used for grinding grain, also used for draining the land. 1874, so it's not new. Where the road surfaces are good, the road surfaces are good. We've averaged 27.6 kilometers an hour for an hour and a quarter, with an average watt of 168 watts. It's effortlessly easy, which is nice. That's what you need. And what I say by where the tarmac is good, in the other places, they're really nice stones, so it's not that bad there either. It's a nice little technical aspect. Generally speaking, the road surfaces here are amazing. And I speak kind of in general for most of the Netherlands. When you go further south, it maybe deteriorates ever so slightly. But even then, it's pretty good. Okay. Literally everyone cycles in the Netherlands, especially with the dawn of the e-bike where people can now ride 4 times as far for the same amount of energy. Everyone knows what it's like to sit on 2 wheels and pedal to get from A to B. Well, of course they do, because it's so easy, especially in the small villages. It's a small country, the major road networks are very busy, which makes it a very logical choice to jump on a bike, ride to the train station, ride to your final destination. and just go. Literally everyone has ridden a bike here at some point, apart from a very few obvious exceptions. It's just a very easy thing to do. Now we're in a crosswind, we can have some fun. Find the shelter, sit on the hip, and get towed all the way home. And finally, if you have ever been to the Netherlands, you'll know it has to be good for cycling. For one serious reason, there's not a whole load of space here. It is a small country and it's quite heavily populated, meaning the best way to get around is going to be on a small mode of transport. That's why scooters, e-bikes and bikes are very, very popular. And then slightly jokingly, it also needs to be good because if you've ever been here and you know just how good the bread is and the unbelievable amount of toppings to go on top of the bread, you need to burn it off somehow, especially when you have the capacity to eat food like I do. And what better way to do it than getting out in the countryside? Bonus reasons why riding in the Netherlands is so much fun. If you're a foreigner and you're trying to pronounce the place names and the things written on the signpost for the very first time, it is just hilarious. Especially when you say it to a local and they have no idea what you mean. It takes many years of practice and it's best not done with a mouthful of food. There you go, cycling in the Netherlands, mainly because it's flat, it's fast, it's effortless. Even with the wind, it's never like riding in the hills. It's always going to be that little bit easier. I used to absolutely love riding my bike here. I used to come every year. In fact, 2021 was probably the first year I've not been here since 1999. I think I missed 2005 as well. So, spent a lot of my time here. It's an amazing place. If you didn't know, we're here, Meike, my wife, if you've never watched my videos before, is Dutch. And we're visiting her family for the first time since before COVID. So it's a special little family getaway and I get to ride my bike, which makes it even better. Hopefully there'll be a few more of these types of videos whilst we're here. I'm gonna go and explore, enjoy the rest of my day with the family. It's still relatively early, so we're gonna enjoy it. Oh yeah, just on that final note, 55 kilometers and we've climbed a whopping 30 meters. And that's mainly just because we've been going over bridges. It's incredibly flat, just amazing. Right, see you in the next video.